May profits be upon you. How you doing? How you doing? Listen, we're going to do pound USD. Like the previous video was Euro USD. We're going to take another look at another major, right? Let's look at the RT money meter. We track the rate of change over a 15-week period. This is the update, and you can see USD is still the strongest while pound is down near the weak ones. All right, the second to last weakest, and really, this one is Japan. Japan, the yen might be showing more strength, even though it has a lower number because it's moving up while the change between last week and this week with the pound is very almost negligible. All right, so you put the strong against the weak, and I have pound as bearish for the upcoming week. And if we look at, I'm looking at the 2 hour. If we look at the 4 hour, we can see why. It's bearish, man. It's bearish. I mean, look at that. All right, you've got a lower low here, got a lower high, got a new lower low, lower high. All right, I mean, we're just breaking lows. That's, breaking lows and preserving highs. That's all we need to see in a downtrend, right? Am I right or am I wrong? All right, if we look at the weekly, all right, what am I looking for on the weekly? Really important lows that were broken. All right, multi-year lows. That's what I'm looking at right now. Price is getting ready to find, I mean, really, it has already found it. If I was going to mark this zone, I would mark it here, right? On the weekly. This is a refined weekly demand zone, all right? Price has found it and responded to it, right? It has reacted to it, excuse me, all right? Could it mean a reversal? Hey, anything's possible, but after all this bearishness, all right, and all that momentum, I'm thinking price is probably going to continue down, right? But I refined this zone. If we look at the daily, you can see the zone is properly drawn here. This is where I would put it for this is where I would mark it for a daily zone, all right? And you can see price never came back down here. Once it left the area, it just kept going. It did come back for a visit, but it kept going. But it was hitting this zone up here, okay? This is where price traded into, came back, revisited, and came back, all right? But now we have grabbed the liquidity from that low, all right? We've broken this low. So that's why I refined the zone. Do you understand my thinking on it? Now, on the 4 hour, what we want to see is, what we want to make note of is we have relative equal highs up here, right? This is a magnet, a draw for price. Okay, magnet mode is on. All right, I don't need magnet mode on. I was trying to actually put a magnet there. I need to go into this area here and look for magnets. I got it upside down right now. All right, but this is a zone for magnets, and that's where I would expect price to come up at some point. At some point, doesn't have to be now. All right, I think there's too much bearishness right now for price to go back down. Now I want you to notice this bullish engulfer right here, very strong. Why? Because it totally engulfed the top and bottom of the range of the previous candle. All right, that shows a lot of strength to the a lot of movement to the upside. All right, price had an efficient move here, coming down to the fair value gap left behind, and then continuing to move up. All right, we also want to make note that there was a demand zone here that was broken. All right, so what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that supply is in control. All right, and where I'd like to look for flip zones, all right, flip from demand to supply, is I'd like to see these zones, and I like to mark the extreme of the reaction to the zone. Here, you see price came into it and then gave this reaction. Now this looks like a news wick, all right? And then price continued down, boom, boom, boom. With this one candle, we broke through this demand zone. So I'm looking at price to come back to this area and maybe test and maybe mitigate that extreme reaction and then continue down, taking out this low. All right. Do I have a target in mind? Yeah, I do, actually. I would like to see price. Come on, man. I'd like to see price not only take out that low, but that if we go to the daily, doesn't have to happen all this week, but this is where I'm aiming to right about 1.2121. 1.2121. I'll put a little mark there. That's what I'm looking for. So come on, man. Why would you do that in front of guests, right? 1.2100. Let's just call it 1.21. All right, somewhere around that area. I'm looking for price to 2100. 21, yeah, somewhere around there. All right. Anyway, that'll be right around the midpoint of this zone. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. Now, in the case, I just want you to be wary of it. In the case that price wants to find a bullish zone in its body, all right. Why do I have this on 3 hour? All right. I'm looking for bearish price action around here. All right. And we get a rollover. That's what I'm hoping for. All right. That'll make it easy. But if price doesn't doesn't confirm that it wants to shift from bullish to bearish momentum, and maybe it wants to go up here a little bit more, then I'll be looking for price to maybe turn around this area here. All right. If it takes out these highs, if it gets past this area, then I'm going to be looking for a price to head up and take out these highs and then come back down. All right, but I don't see that as likely. All right. Again, I don't put a lot of credence on that. This news looking wick there. I'm looking for the rollover here in this area. All right, if it gets past this area, then I'll just reassess. But I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for shorts, and I'm looking for more excuses to take shorts. You understand? All right. We come up around this area here, then we're going to take out that liquidity there, and maybe even come up to around this area to fill in this fair value gap between here and here. Like I said, I don't think that's likely. Anyway, that's it. All right. Now is your chance to express yourself. Tap the like button, man. Help out the channel, all right? And help the channel grow. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you catch my updates. And do leave a comment, because I comment on the comments, all right? I respond to all my subscribers. I got victims out here. What's going on? I'll see you in the next video.